Hi guys, Crypto Mark here, back in the garage again. I've been meaning to do a video about my portfolio that I'm going to run into the bear market, crikey, getting ahead of myself, into the bull market, or into the higher stages of the bull market, which is coming up where things just start to go wild. Not done that yet, still just realigning a couple of little bits and pieces to get content with what I've got. But what I wanted to talk about today, and it's not clickbait, the title might indicate that it is, but I assure you it absolutely is not clickbait. I wanted to talk about my safest meme coin in my portfolio as far as I'm concerned. And I'll give you the reasons why I believe this to be the case. And it is Toncat, which is TCAT on the Ton ecosystem. Relatively small and unheard of in comparison to lots of the bigger meme coins that are out there and are spoken about and are out there in the ecosystem right now. But it's not just about the coin and the token, it's about everything that comes as a package, basically. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Murad spoke about it, countless people have spoke about it, in community is a huge factor in crypto projects and in meme coins in particular. If you look at Turbo, the Turbo on ETH version that I've spoke about previously, and I actually compared TCAT to Turbo a while ago, from the sense of TCAT was on the same trajectory as Turbo, in terms of it's got a great story. Turbo's got a great story. It had a roadmap laid out, community, all of it, totally 100% of it, community, and where it went to, basically, and the story and the narrative, and it's got a bit more of a quirky story than just a run-of-the-mill, somebody makes a meme coin and that's it, everyone jumps into it situation. So if you look at Turbo, their community's outstanding, literally lots and lots and lots of followers everywhere, lots of comments, lots of posts, lots of sort of getting it out there to everybody to see what it is, understand what it is. So many exchanges, it's untrue. This is Turbo we're talking about. And now on to Coinbase, which was the elusive, it sort of spoke about as the elusive last kind of charade, high crypto platform you can get to, basically. And it's on there, and it will do mad things, I predict, going forward. And I bought into it for honestly, it was like a moonshot play where I spread funds around a lot of projects with a small amount, and I'm talking £50, I think, $70, something like that, which went to, it's now I don't know what it is, £1,500 or something, maybe. That's what that would be, but I've already taken some out as well and reinvested into other things like Hoppy and things. But we'll get onto the portfolio side of it when I do that proper video. I want to give it the justice it deserves. It'll be on a proper computer. I'll be bringing the pages up and all of that. It'll be more professional than me sitting in my garage in my big winter hoodie, as they're called here in the UK, which is basically a wearable blanket with a hood on, pretty much, because it's freezing here. I'm in the garage, simple reason, it's the only place where there's no noise. Got missus, 2 kids, dog running about, someone knocks the door, dogs doing cartwheels, kids dropping things, phones, controllers, whatever. You know what it's like if you live in a busy household. So I just come in here to get a bit of peace and quiet. I've got all sorts of stuff in here, actually. I'll show you a different time, actually. I don't want to mess about with a tripod. So yeah, TCAT. Let's talk about TCAT. Let's talk about Ton first and foremost. Ton is the token of Telegram. Telegram haven't pushed the fact that they've got a token in an ecosystem, and I think the reason being is they're waiting for more things to come with the ecosystem. There's loads of things being developed on it, and when the markets are running hot, and when crypto is totally thriving, which it will be, I predict within the next 3 months, it will be the point where it's going crazy. If you've been here the past month, 2 months, since the presidential election in America, basically, it's gone pretty wild, but this is just a dipping your toe in the pond scenario to what will happen. I firmly believe, anyhow. I think it will just absolutely take off like a rocket ship. And that's the time that anybody that's bringing a project out, or anybody that's developing an ecosystem or developing something, that's the time you need to start jumping up and down and saying, by the way, have you seen what we're doing? Because that's the time when the money's coming in. And that's when you can get that. You can capture a big percentage of the inflow of the money, or your percentage of the inflow of the money. It doesn't even have to be necessarily big. If you're talking, if a couple of trillion is coming in, what we're at like nearly 4 trillion now. If a couple more trillion, so you're going half again, but that's for the whole ecosystem, mind. That's for every player that's out there to get 50% bigger or 50% more money flowing in. That's when you start jumping up and down saying, this is Ton, this is Telegram, this is my project. What's to stop Telegram just putting a message? Could they send a message to every Telegram holder? Are you interested in crypto? And if crypto is the thing on everyone's mind, could they send a message, a push message, saying, if you're interested in crypto, you've already got a wallet, just press this button and you can see it? Could they? I don't know. I don't know if they can, legally, logistically, if it's possible. But if they could, or if they had a little ad that flashed up on your Telegram and said that, how many people would that take in? The amount of people on Telegram is like 900 plus million people. And the amount of people in crypto in general is like 4% of the population of the world, or something like that. Might be 5 now, but it was always floated around as 4%. So basically, when people realise if they're anyway inclined in getting into crypto, and if they've got Telegram, or if they haven't got Telegram and then they download Telegram and they realise what they've got a Telegram wallet, they've got a Ton wallet effectively, the uptake could be spectacular. So what you want is, what they're going to do, where they're going to come onto the app, look at the Ton ecosystem, look at the crypto within Ton, and they're going to be looking for something that isn't going to take their money and then they never see it again, like a rug pull. Something that's solid and consistent, something that does what they say they're going to do, something that's building, something that's organic, something that's not being, the money's not being held by 10-20% of the people or whatever, you know, like loads of people haven't got all the money, so that when you buy they sell, and then you're doomed, you lost your money. They're going to be looking for solid, reliable projects. Hence the title to this TCAT, the safest meme coin in crypto, in my opinion. And you have to go back and look at the story and the evolution of TCAT to understand why that is. And very short and very sweet, because I don't want to make this video too long, just looking at the time there. TCAT was a project started by somebody, don't know who it was, who basically then dumped all the tokens, sold out. A guy called Tyrell, who was the crypto king. If you can Google him, have a look. Crypto king with K's rather than C's. Yeah, so he took the project on with his team called the Ghost team, and it flew. It went really, really high to start with, and that was like the hype machine kicking in, and you know, the euphoria when there's a new project and all that kind of thing. People in his group maybe buying in and all that kind of thing. But you've got that solid base behind you, basically, and this is my point I'm making now. So what they did, they burnt tokens. So they took tokens out of circulation effectively, meaning that the remaining tokens, the total supply was less, so that in time the remaining tokens will be worth more in value. They've done everything organically, so they haven't like paid people to shill to like go on YouTube and say, oh, this is the best thing I've found, and they're getting a backhander for it, or you know, not even a backhander. They might be saying this is a sponsored advert or video or whatever, but it's all organic, which is just natural growth, basically. And if you look at TCAT and people are looking, go, oh, but the charts, like, it's went up, it's went down, it's went way back up, it's went down again, and it's like floating around, like not in the middle, maybe to the lower end, and that's fine. And that's basically is what's happening. It's going sideways. But the point is, it cannot go to the point of rugging, so everyone loses their money. It can't go that low because tokens have been burned. The founders, the Ghost team, and Tyrell have got their investments and they're not selling. It's PPP. That's the not the point. The point of PPP is not to sell, not sell. Sorry, but it's to be respectful and take your profits along the way. But it's an ecosystem. It's a idea developed so that everybody brings everybody along. Everybody wins. It's one of these things where you can buy the token and then not be up in the middle of the night checking them to see if someone's took all the money out of it and it's gone. It's safe. It's safer than that. You can buy it, relax, and go, right, I've bought it. It can go to 100 million. It can go to 10 billion. But it's not going to nothing, is the point. So from a safety aspect, that's why I'm saying one of the safest projects on the whole crypto space, because you don't know what's behind these other projects, do you? In anything that you buy, really, you don't really know what the bottom line is and where everything lies. Whereas this has a story that's developed and ran from the beginning and played out in front of everybody, and it's on YouTube, people talking about it, for example. You'll find things in Telegram, X, all of that. The whole journey's charted. There's voice calls every single day, be that on X or on Telegram, where there's help and advice for lifestyle things, help and advice for people making people better, just in general. And there's obviously discussions about the project itself and where it's going and what it's doing and what's happening. There's things going on in the background and all these kind of things. But it's a community. It is a total community. So going full circle back to what I said before about your crypto projects, community cannot at all be underestimated. It is the base, the first fundamental, I would say, is to look for community. Because if you've got a lot of like-minded people, then you can't go far wrong. And obviously, that's providing you haven't got a lot of like-minded people and one person with most of the money, because then it can go wrong, and we've all seen that, where that person with most of the money might then just sell, cheat the bag, and then it's game over on everybody else. But it isn't like that. And the fact that the video, the thing that crunched it, but it wasn't really the thing that even crunched it for me. I've just felt it all the way along. But like, everything just reaffirms itself when you see all the moves that the team are making, and then to actually the Ghost team themselves handed in like all of their tokens that they had from the initial DDoS, the launch, basically the kind of, I suppose, the relaunch from when it was taken over as a CTO, community takeover project. They handed all their tokens back to Tyrell, who burnt the lot on YouTube Live, and again, charted, it's on YouTube, you can go and find it. Burnt the whole lot of the supply, and it was like something like nearly $6 million at the time. And then what Tyrell done was divided out his bag that he'd had from the beginning to all those people. So if you put in, I don't know, they might have got like a 5%, 5, 10, 15, 20% back of what they handed in, basically. So I'm sure somebody handed in like a couple of $100,000, and they maybe got like 10, 20 grand's worth back, and potentially that's even lower now because of where the price has gone. But the point is, the belief is there, the foundations are there. That's the right word. The foundations are there, and then when everything goes, what's going to happen in the height of the bull market? People are going to make probably silly money on lots of different plays, and they're just going to be looking around, where's the next place to go? And if you're savvy, and if you can make some decent gains, and then you can find a really solid project, you can then 10 or 15x that easy, just by But what you're looking for. You're looking for the fundamentals of the project. You're looking for a good narrative. We've got a fresh narrative out the box. PPP, first one to do it. You've got the strength of the team, the community. You've got the consistency of being there every single day in Telegram, in the chats, in the voice chats, online. You've got all of that. You've got everything that you need to be a solid community. So effectively, it's what I would class as a safe bet. So it's like, look, it may not get to the heights that people talk about it getting to, like $1 billion meme coin, or it might not even get to 100 million. But if you've got all the fundamentals there, then there's every chance it will. That's the thing. So for me, not financial advice. Obviously, you guys do what you guys want to do. I'm not trying to like force anything upon anybody else, but my point would be, if you've got some gains somewhere, like I've made decent gains in Turbo, Brett, Pepe recently, lots of different players really. It's maybe worth skimming 5-10% off or whatever, and putting it into some players that haven't yet gone, because the ecosystem hasn't yet had the attention that it deserves or that it will get. And then when the attention comes, the first thing people are looking for are the best players on said ecosystem. And for me, that's TCAT on Ton. And if it's not necessarily, it might not be that best player if they come and look at it, but it's going to be up there in the top few, definitely. And then that's how, people can put some money in, and then before you know it, it can just run. It went absolutely crazy, TCAT, when it went from, I don't know, I can't remember 100%, but it went from basically nothing to 30 million, like in a week or something like that, a heartbeat really. Didn't feel like long. So yeah, that's why I'm saying that's the safest play. And it's definitely not going to rug, 100%. Again, not financial advice. Do your own looking about and listen to all the things I've said and look at all the things other people say. So you'll not lose your money, all your money. I mean, yeah, it may go down some more. I mean, that's crypto, isn't it? That's what happens. But I think the risk versus reward, the upside is far more positive than the downside. So I'm in. I am got a bag, happy with the bag I've got. Every now and again, I'll just DC a little bit more in. And yeah, we'll just watch and wait for the mayhem to commence, which shall be good. And if we're talking like, if you can get the tier 1 listings, it's out of this world. It's not even worth thinking. You probably can't even compute the numbers. It's out of this world. But it's not even that necessarily. It's just getting some way along the process, getting some more volume coming in. And when Ton gets the volume, which they will, and I was looking at Ton stats last night. If you look at Ton stats, you can filter them by month or 3 month or 6 month. And I filter them by month, and you can see there's upticks on wallets, transactions, active wallets. So there's a little bit of more attention coming. But Solana is the play at the minute, isn't it? What else? Yeah, Solana's the play. Tron had its play. ApeCoin had its play, albeit for a couple of days or whatever it was. But yeah, Ton has got everything. It just needs to wait its turn for its play, for the money to filter through. So strategically, if you plan right and you just pop some little things in little places, I've got Casper. I don't know if people have seen their videos. I've got some KRC20 tokens, which are Casper tokens, Casper meme coins. I've just bought quite a lot, not in monetary value, but quite a lot of plays for like $10, $15, $20, something like that. And they could 400-500x easy, every one of them. But it's just that it's so early to it that it's unknown and it's untapped, and it's not that easy for people to figure out. So new people they'll not be doing it. They'll be going to Coinbase and buying what's on there, going to crypto.com, buying what's on there. They'll not be faffing around looking in all these little places and all these little lesser exchanges, shall we say, when they're not going to trust them, kind of thing. So yeah, that's one thing that I've looked at. HBAR have got some meme coins coming out. Failed launch yesterday on the meme fun, I think it's called, or meme job, memefun.job or memejob.fun, one of the two. Didn't go through. They're making some tweaks. It was supposed to launch yesterday. It's launching on Monday the 16th, of December, so this Monday coming. This is Saturday as I speak now. Yeah, so yeah, meme coins coming on that onto that space. So all these spaces have got all these different things they're setting up, and they're setting them up, in my opinion, at the right time, because this is where the money's going to start coming in shortly, and you need to be up and running, and get your ducks in a line. And if you buy something now on even the XRP memes, or the H-bar memes, and then people are looking at all these other memes, your Pepe's taking off, your Turbos, all this, Brett, they might think, oh, we'll trickle down, and the money will trickle down, and they're looking at the other players, go, oh, there's meme coins on AVAX, there's meme coins on H-bar, XRP, Casper, Ton, and you get the idea, the money will trickle down, and if it's a significant amount of money in the whole space, which I believe it will be, then the money that's trickling down will be flooding down rather than trickling, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. 20 minutes done. We'll leave it at that, guys. Thanks, like, comment, share, all those good things. Yeah, okay, I'll speak to you in the next one. Take care.